Battling depression and suicidal thoughts. It's an issue many college students deal with and may not be getting the help they need. Today at Worcester State, one student group looked to put a spotlight on the issue and highlight how important it is to get help. Our Andy Mattison joins us now with the details. Andy?
Good evening, Brittany. Sometimes the symptoms may not be easy to detect. Someone's sleeping too much, sleeping too little, they have mood swings, or they talk about being anxious or feeling alone or trapped. Well, today at Worcester State, one man spoke from personal experience about dealing with depression and how important it is to get help. Suicide and depression can be uncomfortable to talk about.
Telling me that I had to die. And that voice was overpowering.
For Kevin Hines, he talks about it every day.
60 days, 2 months of feeling massively suicidal, and I ended up utilizing electroconvulsive therapy to reframe my brain.
Hines has struggled with depression since he was a teenager. At 19 years old, he attempted suicide by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Fortunately, he survived and has made a long journey back in recovery.
Nobody's immune to mental struggles in their life. Nobody's immune to potentially being diagnosed with a mental illness. And nobody is immune of, more simply, brain pain.
At Worcester State, Hines spoke candidly about dealing with depression. Some in the crowd wiped away tears as they listened to his story.
I struggle with depression and mental health myself, and he's just very moving and kind of gives you hope to carry on and just enjoy life.
According to the national data on campus suicide and depression, 1 out of every 12 college students makes a suicide plan. Worcester State, like most college campuses, has counseling services available. Active Minds is one student group hoping Hines' speech will help those looking to get help but may be afraid to ask.
We have counseling. There's always a counselor on call during the nights, and there's campus police.
At times, Hines mixed in humor as he talked about how important it is to look out for one another.
Pat Hines has got to go.
His message to students: it's okay to ask for help.
When you're talking to students, one of the greatest things that you find is that they're waiting to tell someone about their pain. They just don't know how to initiate the conversation. This presentation initiates the conversation.
Now, back when Hines dealt with what he dealt with as a teenager, we've come a long way. There are a lot more resources available. Of course, there's a suicide prevention hotline, a 1-800 number. But Hines, it really is an interesting story, his recovery. He survived jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. During his speech, he talked about various instances, the quick response by the Coast Guard to save him from the water. And as you can see, he is recovered. He still goes to therapy and seeks help. But again, his message to everybody was to get help. Brittany?
Thank you for